by understanding other ways. You know, there's about 5 or 6 different ways that recording artists get paid, and songwriters and producers get paid. So you need to know what those are and how to, you know, think about it ahead of time so that you are rich at the end of the day and not broke, like most people.
Because I saw on the Behind the Music for Backstreet Boys, Johnny Wright was saying that the artist is always the last person to get paid. Everybody's going to get their cut, and then the artist going to get their cut. And if you have a group, you have to split it X amount of ways that's in the group.
And that's just money from the record company. But like I said, there's still other ways that you get paid, from merchandising, from endorsement deals, from concerts. Your concert money has nothing to do with your record company. Even if they give you tour support, the record company can only make money on the record, but you make money on the concert. So it's really about, at the beginning of your career, thinking about what you need to do to create a great concert business so that you really get paid. And you make, you know, $50,000-$60,000 a day. That's not bad. You know, and that's possible if you think about it ahead of time. So I have that kind of information, and, you know, I want everybody to go to Amazon.com. Just type in my name, JoiMarshall. The book is going to come up, and get it. Get it if you're a student, if you are a parent who has, you know, kids. And that's the heartbreaking thing. You know, record companies sign young people. Young people don't have the knowledge base because you just, like I said, it's not like any other kind of job. So it's impossible for you to know unless somebody who cares about you can teach you that. So with young people, you have to, you need to get something. That's why I wrote it so simple. I wrote it for people who are getting signed, younger people. And I wrote it for their parents so they can have some kind of idea of what their kids are getting into. You know. So now you have no excuse because the book is out there. Go get it.
Go copy it. It's very easy to read, very simple. And like I said earlier, like with New Edition, you know, the Bad Contract, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys signed with Lou Pearlman, Bad Contract. Look what happened to Lou Pearlman now.
I mean, you know, that's the reality. Let me just keep it real. Nobody signs unless you have, you know, created a record, but unless you sold records on your own as an independent, you're not going to get a good record deal. That's just not reality. But that doesn't mean you're going to be broke. You're only going to be broke if you don't know how to manage your career after that, after you sign a record deal. But you know, it's easier to be a signed artist than an independent artist because I've been both. And being a signed artist means that you have this whole machine behind you making sure that you're seen, your product is being seen. So you need that, but then you need to know how to also make other kind of money, which is why everybody has shoes and clothes and, you know, just other things that you can do.
Yeah, so people don't have a one-track mind on how to get that paper.
Yeah, exactly. Break it down.
Don't do that.
So what I'm saying is you don't have to run from the record company, but you need to know what you're doing if you're gonna deal with the label.
Cause
you know,
yeah, it's one of those businesses where, you know, chew you up, spit you out, DTA, basically have real people around you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, tell me, how did you land the A&R position at Quest, and what was it like working under Q?
I love Quincy. He is everything that he appears to be. He's a very genuine person who cares about people, who loves music, and is a, you know, consummate professional. He, you know, there's a lot to learn from him, but his person, the quality of humanity that he has is just amazing. I got the job, believe it or not, through a temp agency. I was working as a temp in one of the other offices. And when an A&R assistant position came up, I asked the guy who I would be the assistant to for the job, and he gave it to me. I had some administrative skills that allowed me to be his assistant. Then I was in that position for a bit, and then I sort of created the A&R rep position because I was going above and beyond as an assistant. I was finding talent, finding people, you know, to get publishing deals for. I would be out at showcases. So I did more than take care of my boss. I did an A&R job, and so I sort of had a conversation with my boss and was like, look, this is the position I believe that I should be going in next, and I think now is the time. And he was like, all right, you're right, you deserve it. And so that's kind of how I got it. I created it.
Kids, that's why it's important when you're interning, go the extra mile, because when you do that, chances are you got something lined up for you once you're done with your internship.
Exactly.
Hey, look at Kevin Lyles.
Exactly, right. And Puffy, what? He's an intern too.
And Roger Goodell, he was the intern for the NFL. Now he's the commish.
Exactly.
Of the NFL. So
don't underestimate the internship.
Even though half of them are non-paying, getting somebody's breakfast may get you that nice big office in the sky with that leather chair and the wooden desk with your name, with the nameplate. Like, John, step into my office. You and sign your own checks.
Please.
Why is it important to sign your own checks? Tell them why.
Yes. Say that again. Tell you why?
No, tell them why it's important to sign your own checks.
It's important. Well, let me tell you how you can not sign your own check. People are like, "What do you mean sign your own check?" What happens when you're in the music business is that you are so busy. You're on the road. You're doing this. You're doing that. And usually you have a business manager. Now that's not your career manager. That's just the person that handles your finances. And what happens is, because you're on the road and you're busy, you're not paying your house. No, you're not paying your electric bills. Usually somebody's doing that for you. And there's a such thing called the power of attorney. And when you give someone a power of attorney over your account, they have access to your account as if they were you. Now, if you're not good at numbers or you're not watching your account, I'm not saying this happened to us. I'm just saying that everybody ain't saved. So people who have access to your money, who knows if time gets a little tough, they may dip into your account because they have the power of attorney to do that. Now, that doesn't mean they are an attorney. That just means they have the rights over your estate or over your money. So you never give anybody power of attorney. I don't care how busy you are. If the bills are done, now you can pay everything online in terms of your household bills, and they are able to do that. But in terms of when you're on the road and you're paying for your band, you're paying the road managers, you're paying the staff, that's when they ask you, well, why don't you give us power of attorney? We can cut your checks for you and do your payroll. Well, no matter how busy you are, there's FedEx. FedEx me the checks, I'll sign them. I can send me the statements, and then I'll send it back, and you can pay them from there. It's just it's a subtle way that you can get taken advantage of by the people who are closest to you, and that's really the only people who take advantage of you are people that work for you. So it may sound like, I want to be nice, I want to be cordial to everybody, I don't want to create animosity. Create animosity. Don't put yourself in a situation that you can be taken advantage of. And it's never strangers. There's always people who are close to you. So there you go. Yep.
And this is coming from me. People, if you ever get into any form of the business, please don't have an entourage that's like about 10, 20 people deep.
And that's it.
Don't do that. At least have 3 or 4 people that you trust, and do some background checks. Make sure they good, because we don't want no Pat-Man Jones stuff going on.
There you go.
And all that good stuff. And also this too, whenever you get that money, don't pull a hammer. Please don't. Don't do that. Don't spend this amount of money on a house, 2 swimming pools, about 10 cars, some horse races, and just about God knows what else.
Right.
Don't do that. No, get you a car from the used car lot, a 1995 Lexus, and put some rims and stuff on it, and you'll be good, because some of you may not know this, but half of the stuff that's in those videos, some of them rent them.
That's it.
And they take them back.
It is rented.
That's a facade, kids, because I'm not going to be rocking no $100,000 chain on my neck when I know royalty checks are slow to come, because you get paid royalty checks every quarter, correct?
Every quarter, and then they have up until 90 days after that. So it usually happens. It's twice a year.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, save your money.
Save your money.
Save it.
Your money.
That's why your mom say save your money for rainy day.
Yeah, that's it. It will save you money, and then when you're an artist and you put out a record, whatever money they give you, you need to keep it until you can create enough fans that'll pay to see you. That's all you need to see.
Right.
That's what you need to have happen. And so you need to save it until you can sell tickets. Because that's the next time you'll be getting paid.